money got me acting up. Niggas be mad.
Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So just a quick short video to show something this one. But we are in the Peugeot 206 1.4 HDI. And as you can imagine, it's not the fastest car in the world, but it is so slow, it's so sluggish, that I think it might actually be broken. So I want to do a test on it, and I'm going to show you how to do the same test. So first, let's just see what it's like now. So and in third gear, especially if I put my foot down now, it sort of takes half an hour to do anything. Now, as you can see, it's a 0 to 40 because there isn't a road long enough to do a 0 to 60 in this car. But anyway, other than that, the car does drive well. I mean, there's no fault lights on it or anything like that, no engine management lights. It's good on fuel. It's just, like I say, it's just really slow, and the turbo seems to take way longer than it should to spool up, which it shouldn't take very long because the turbo is probably about yay big, so it should spool up pretty fast. So I'm just going to do a simple test that can be done to test if there's a fault, and that test involves simply unplugging the mass airflow sensor, the MAF sensor, because this sensor, if it's reading but it's not far enough out to actually be like closed circuit, open circuit, whatever, quite often it will just cause the car to be slow. Now, this won't work on all cars. Two cars that I know it works on is a BMW, my 330D. You can unplug the MAF on that, it'll run perfectly fine, just throw a light up. And this one. But I know a car which doesn't run on, which is a Renault Traffic van. Unplug the MAF on that, it just won't do anything. So let's see what happens with this one. I forgot to mention, it's probably going to throw an engine management light up, so you might want to have a code reader handy if you're going to do this, which I haven't got. So let's see if it actually starts. Yes. And so far, we actually have no engine light, but let's see if there's a difference in performance. And third gear again. Yeah, it's definitely more responsive. I don't know if it's any faster once the turbo gets going, but yeah, it's definitely a little bit more drivable, a lot more drivable. I don't know how well it's going to come across on the camera, but it's actually 100 times better when driving normally. I don't know if it's any faster when you're giving it big licks. I'll have to put the side by sides at the end of the video for that, but driving normally is significantly better. I mean, I'm in fourth gear now, going up an hill, and it is fine, as a diesel with a small turbo should be. So where do we go from here? And what's this actually told us? Well, the engine management light still isn't on. I've turned the engine on and off a few times now, so that appears like it's not going to come on. But the most obvious thing that it's likely to be saying is that the MAF sensor itself is shagged. It might not be that though, it could be other things can give you the same symptoms. If you've got a boost leak, that can give you similar symptoms where the MAF is reading air that's going through it and it's pissing out into the atmosphere, and usually gets smoke because of that. But unplugging the MAF sensor can hide some of the symptoms of a boost leak or EGR faults and a few other things. But in this case, I'm pretty sure that it is just that the MAF sensor is knackered. And now that the car seems to be driving the best it ever has since I've ever driven it, I think it's fixed. So anyway, that's it for this one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit. See you next time. Yes. Well, it seems that I spoke too soon, and the engine management has come on, but it's still driving fine. So if we just put that there, then it is once again fixed. So yeah, I think that is it. I just forgot to add as well that MAF sensors themselves, when they do fail, they do quite often fail in a way where it is just reading slightly wrong, which makes the engine run a bit shit but doesn't pick up any faults and don't throw a light on. It seems to be quite a common thing with them. And the other thing is this technique of checking one as I said earlier in the video, it does work for quite a lot of cars. Most cars of this sort of era in particular, you can just unplug it, and if it fixes it, then it's generally the fault. But like I said, there are a few that won't work, so if you are going to do it, maybe you should have a code reader handy just to reset it in case it does fuck up and doesn't start again or something, which I've never come across, but I'm not saying it can't happen. Anyway, that is it this time. See you, bye.